Three dolls that look exactly the same but reveal three very different kinds of people. What if the way we listen decides whether we spread secrets, lose knowledge, or change the world? This ancient story of Tenali Raman holds a powerful lesson for students, teachers, and lifelong learners everywhere. But what makes this story special is that the same three dolls reveal two different lessons. Turn on English subtitles to learn better. During the reign of King Krishnadeva, the kingdom of Vijayanagar was known not only for its wealth, but also for its love of learning and wisdom. Scholars, traders, and travelers from faraway lands often visited the royal court. One day, a traveler named Amir arrived at the palace. Amir had traveled from a land beyond the Blue Mountains, where people valued both trade and wisdom. He was not just a merchant, he was also a keen observer of human nature. As he traveled through different kingdoms, Amir noticed something interesting. Many people had knowledge, but very few truly understood how to use it, protect it, or share it wisely. Amir had heard stories about King Krishnadeva's court and about a man famous for his sharp mind, Tenali Raman. Curious to see if the stories were true, Amir came with a challenge. After bowing respectfully to the king, Amir placed three dolls on the floor. At first glance, they looked exactly the same. Same size, same shape, same color. Amir said, "Your Majesty, these three dolls look identical, but they are very different. If someone in your court can explain the difference, I will believe that true wisdom lives in this kingdom." The king handed the dolls to his ministers. They examined them carefully, but no one could find any difference. Finally, the king smiled and said, "Bring Tenali Raman." Tenali Raman studied the dolls quietly. He noticed something small, tiny holes in their ears. He asked for a thin wire. Then, with a gentle smile, he began his explanation. First explanation: listening and secrets. Tenali Raman named the dolls Echo, Drift, Core. He first tested Echo. When the wire was put into Echo's ear, it came out through the mouth. Tenali Raman said, "Echo represents people who hear something and immediately repeat it. Secrets, messages, and stories never stay inside." Next, he tested drift. The wire entered one ear and came out of the other. Drift represents people who listen but do not fully understand. Words pass through them without meaning. Finally, he tested core. The wire went inside and did not come out. Core represents people who listen deeply. What they hear reaches the heart and is kept safe. The court nodded in agreement. But Tenali Raman was not finished. He looked at the court and said, "These dolls teach us something even greater. They're not only about secrets, they are about knowledge and the progress of humanity." Tenali Raman said, "These dolls also tell us an important story about knowledge." Echo represents teachers, mentors, and guides. They receive knowledge and happily share it with others. Because of them, learning spreads. Drift represents those who struggle to understand, not because they lack ability, but because learning has not yet connected with them. Such people need patience and guidance. Core represents deep thinkers, scientists, doctors, researchers. They hold great knowledge, but if it is not shared, it remains locked inside. In the first meaning, keeping words inside shows trust and wisdom. But in another meaning, keeping knowledge inside can slow progress. Tenali Raman paused and said, "Knowledge that is not shared slowly disappears. Wisdom survives only when it is passed on." Tenali Raman concluded, "If our ancestors had kept their discoveries to themselves, we would still be searching for light in the dark." Progress happens when one generation shares knowledge and the next generation builds upon it. Amir smiled and bowed. "Today," he said, "I did not just find a wise man, I found a kingdom that understands the responsibility of wisdom." The king rewarded Tenali Raman, and the lesson of the three dolls spread far beyond Vijayanagar. Wisdom is not just about knowing, it is about listening, understanding, and sharing at the right time. Which of the three dolls do you think you are? Are you echo, drift, or core? If this story made you think, like, share, and subscribe for more wisdom stories in simple English.